Hello. Hello, hello. Ahoy, hoy. How y'all doing?
I know you guys don't see any of that. I see all of that.
Omni, thank you for 106 months. I am sorry to all the headache havers. I spent today building server 2. Which is sort of my Valentine's / birthday gift, early birthday gift. Server 2 just dropped. Kinda, sorta. Well, Mossy, thank you for the biddies. Because I didn't really rush through building it. So it took a while. I probably spent like maybe 3 hours building it. I was also waiting for the HBA to come in. And then it wouldn't post. Or at least I wasn't getting video. And that was a whole thing. I forgot that I did not get a CPU with integrated GPU. So I needed a GPU. So I had to find an ancient old AMD card. I don't even know. Funny enough, I think it circled back around and it's a 5070. Did AMD have a 5070 back in the day? I still didn't, they have a 5700. Look it up here. No, this is old. I said back in the day. I mean back in the day. Way, way back in the day. I'm not finding anything.
Oh my god, so much styrofoam is coming out of everywhere!
Dino, thank you for 89 months. 5970. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I would say that it's probably between 10 and 15 years old. It's PCI Gen 3. At any rate, that didn't fix the problem initially. Radeon 9700 Pro was my god card. That was the card. Did it make Doom 3 work? I don't know now. I don't remember. Fuck. It's so long ago. I remember there was the Doom 3 E3 alpha leak. And that was incredible. Being able to get access to that. And it ran at like 5 frames per second or something. But I don't remember if it ran at 5 frames per second on my 9700 Pro, or if that was when I was still on a GeForce 3. Anyway, what I figured out is that I had put this GPU in the GPU PCIe slot. The one that's like a little bit fancier, has like the silver lining around it. Turns out it's not compatible. And I needed to put it in one of the regular unfancy PCIe slots. Yeah, it did not work in the gilded slot. Don't know why. I thought all the slots were fully backwards compatible. So I can't put my finger on what wouldn't work there, but whatever the case, I put it in another PCIe slot and I got post. So, hooray. And everything seems to be working. So, and that was just moments before I went live here. So I dedicated the entire day to getting that fucking thing going. But I'm pretty hyped about it.
This right foot of mine is gonna fall off!
I'm gonna go, I think, with a Proxmox setup this time. And I think I might migrate everything over and then turn server 1 into a Proxmox backup server, possibly. Food Flare, thank you for 90 months. So this server 2 has a it's an MSI B550M-VC Wi-Fi MOBO. It's micro ATX, MATX. It's got a Ryzen 5 5500, 64 gigabytes of RAM, two 256 gigabyte NVMe, two 256 gigabyte
What about your ding day?
SSDs. Dizo, thank you for 73 months. And then 610 terabyte recertified server drives running off of a HBA card. And I think I'm going to RAID 6 those so that I have, ultimately I'll have 40 terabytes of storage and then two drive possible failure before losing anything. But it'll be my first time with a hypervisor, so that'll be interesting. Oh, nice. Do you work for the government? Don't answer that. Four 12 terabyte raids. 4x 12 terabyte raids. What's your layout? And what's living dangerously about that? RAID 5. Oh, I see. Just one. Yeah. Well, so with server 1, I had a total. What do I have in there? I think I have 24 terabytes, but I have it basically 2 separate just mirror raids. So, yeah. Not very good. So 16 terabytes usable in the first server. So what I'm probably going to do is run TrueNAS under Proxmox as a virtual machine. That's the plan, man. To be honest, I'm going to be doing a lot of experimenting because I'm starting from nothing with Proxmox. That's the idea, yeah. I wanted TrueNAS to be able to access the raw drives. And the only way you can do that is if you have them separated off at the hardware level with something like an HBA. So that is the idea. It should be able to do so. So basically, hardware-wise, I'm going to have the NVMe RAID that's going to be like the Proxmox install. And then the SSD RAID, which will be for other apps. Maybe like a Portainer or something like that. And maybe other virtual machines. And then, as well as TrueNAS probably. And then the 6 drives are going to be passed directly to TrueNAS. And TrueNAS will handle the, you know, everything to do with the NAS part of the machine. Now, do I go read the documents first, I wonder? Or is that going to advance the story? Or should I go ahead and do the lake house immediately? I wonder.
What happened at the lake house?
We can probably go ahead and do the lake house. Yeah, I wanna do the other Night Springs I missed, but also like I don't know. I could do that first, maybe, because we've done the other 2. Maybe we go ahead and do that. I should be able to just do it right from here. Yeah, we did North Star and Timebreaker. Did we do North Star? That doesn't sound like the coffee one. But I don't know if number 1 fan sounds like the coffee one either. Wait. Did that say it would override my quick save? I guess that's fine. I have a manual save.
A fan. The dictionary definition of the word is an enthusiast, a fervent devotee, an abbreviation of fanatic. What comes across to an outsider as a dangerous obsession or even madness is something entirely different from the point of view of the fan herself. To be a fan is a joyous existence, one filled with the happiness that stems from knowing with utter clarity the purpose of your life. But what if that purpose could be more still? If you could be lifted out of the flock as your idol's chosen one, the only one who could decipher his secret messages.
Is this Rose?
What lengths would you go to save the object of your obsession in Night Springs? tonight's cult classic episode, #1 fan.
God, this is so Twin Peaks.
Life's a funny thing. You spend all your time wishing and hoping and dreaming for something, and then, bam! Destiny shows up at your door like a mailman with a package you were pretty sure got lost because you ordered it like 6 months ago. But that's okay. When your destiny has eyes like sunsets and a beard like mahogany-colored velvet, you don't really mind how it arrives. But my day didn't start off with all that excitement. It began like any other day did for this waitress/protector of the town of Night Springs. As always, Knight's Diner was the hottest spot in town, so there was plenty of work to do.
Okay, so it's not even the actual diner. It's called something else.
Everyone's favorite waitress.
Hi, everyone!
Could I get another cup of that delicious special brew that only you know how to make?
Of course. Who else wants a top-up?
Me.
Right here, please.
One for me, please, and thank you.
Here's your coffee.
How do you juggle running this diner, your bird sanctuary, and that amazing fan site for the writer you love so much?
I work extremely hard, but also, I'm naturally talented.
Well, heck, no wonder us regular folks can't keep up. I'll never be as successful as you.
Comparing yourself to me won't help. You gotta find what you want to do and do it.
You melted a
I
child.
believe in you.
Wow. You just changed my entire way of looking at the world.
And thank you for 133 months.
No problem. Here you go.
A person of your genius and grace is wasted serving coffee to us regular Joes and Joannes.
Oh, I don't mind. Hot coffee.
I heard your fan site for that writer was named best fan site in the world. Congratulations.
Thanks. It wasn't easy. Another cup.
I would kill to have a passion like you do for that writer of yours. You two are destined for each other.
We sure are. That's everyone's coffee. Better put this pot back. I loved being the very successful owner and operator of the county's most popular diner. But that was nothing compared to my grease fire of passion for the writer and his sheer literary talent, and flowing hair and lips like buttery pie crust. Pie! I need to clear the empty pie plates from the tables. Shucks.
The writer lives just outside town in that mansion of his. Why don't you go talk to him?
Oh, we have our own ways of talking.
I saw in the news that you saved every single kitten from that bear attack. Amazing!
Thanks. Those yoga lessons really paid off.
What?
Is Knight's Diner going to enter the statewide pie competition this year?
Of course. We're gonna make this our 20th win in a row.
My date last night was a total bust. You're the expert on romance. Any advice?
Yes. But first, tell me everything.
Long story short, she told me I dressed like a divorced gym teacher. But it's what's inside that matters, right?
Right. Show them the real you and it will all work out. Talk about that mole you worry about when you're trying to fall asleep.
Well, I'll try that. Thanks a
What?
million.
Don't mention it. I better take these plates back to the service window.
Excuse me.
What can I get you?
Can I? Oh. I need a good book recommendation. After all, you're the town's literature buff.
Oh, you have got to read the newest book in the Writer's Crime Trilogy. I'll grab you a copy from the back.
Oh.
No time for that. I've got customers waiting.
She just gives away books. Ah, this is storage. I ran right by it.
You better not crease any pages.
Oh, she's loaning it. She's loaning it. Beat Poetry Night at Knight's Diner. Knight's Diner presents Beat Poetry Night for the literary advancement of Night Springs. Every Friday at 8 p.m. Employee of the Decade Award. In recognition of basically being the best at like everything, presented to everyone's favorite waitress. She can draw. She can draw really good. I can't draw that good. 2 can do it. Thank you so much for taking my 6 macaws. I know you have your hands full with all the other sick birds at your bird sanctuary, but if anyone can find a cure for the rare bird lupus, it's you. Yours truly, a young girl who wants to be you someday. I wish I could activate the talking fish. The only thing that hurts more than love is loving again. Love Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. Death comes for everyone. That doesn't mean it's painless. Death Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. A man's life is ripped away. He's out to get justice, and the whole city will hurt by America's best-selling writer. There's a cute cat drawing I would like to draw attention to right here. But there is no book. I thought she said she had the book in storage. This is the storage room.
It's me, your favorite writer whose voice you would recognize in your sleep. I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can save me.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry. I'm on my way. My beloved writer was in terrible danger, and I had to rescue him. The stakes had never been higher. Luckily, I kept all my accessories in the diner's kitchen.
Oh my god. Well, I was able to activate the fish as I hoped. That guy's never getting that book. Those are gonna burn?
My accessories. Everything a girl needed to claim victory in the battle for love.
Okay, this became very cool suddenly.
My trusty 12 gauge, fully automatic. Extreme circumstances call for extreme shotguns.
Oh my god. That's fully automatic? It doesn't look fully automatic, but okay.
My bolt-action hunting rifle with a gorgeous walnut stock. Deadly, and looks good doing it. Just like me. I was finally ready for a night out on the town. With danger. There was no time to waste. The shortcut through the boatyard was the fastest way to my rider's mansion in the woods outside town. This was my moment, my chance to save the rider and make him realize how much he needed me. And if that's not love, I don't know what is.
We'll run the diner while you're gone.
But we'll be way worse at it.
I was leaving my old life behind, like a body left to sink in a lake so no one finds it. Nothing would get between me and my future with the rider.
This is insane.
Now, who the heck is that?
I knew you'd come to his rescue.
Is this supposed to be Scratch? The name's Scratch. Not Scratch.
Who are you? And why do you look like a slightly less handsome version of my rider?
Oh, don't you ever compare me to that worthless hack. Sure, I may be his wild and rebellious estranged twin brother, but we can't all be perfect.
I had no idea he had a brother. To think there were two of him all this time.
After today, there won't be. No more writer, no more books, no more living in his shadow.
But you're his brother. I'm sure you two can talk it out and realize you have so much in common, and after you change, you can move in together. And I'll come over with popcorn for movie nights.
He had his chance for popcorn and movie nights, but he wanted to keep everything for himself. Too bad. You know what they say? If you can't join him, beat him.
What did you do to him?
I locked Mr. Fancy Pants up somewhere you'll never find him.
You won't get away with this. I'll stop you.
Babe, I got an army of people that hate that hack almost as much as I do. They're ready to die if it stops him from writing another crappy book. What do you got?
I have a shotgun.
Well, I got a... Wait, that's a real shotgun? Okay, I admit, that's I didn't expect that. But it doesn't matter. You can't stop all of us.
Only a monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's books. And there was only one way to deal with monsters.
This is great.
Between me and my writer. I ate my spinach this morning, so don't mess with me. You are all being very rude.
What the fuck? Wait, where'd the whole town go?
My writer's jerky twin had him locked up somewhere, like a sweet, helpless prince locked in a tower. But his fan in shining armor was on her way. Luckily, one of those haters had made a hole in the fence for me.
Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was just going to give me a shit ton of ammo, and it is. Huh? Huh? Oh. We're going to have so much ammo, we're not going to have room for anything else. I'll probably have to delete some ammo. I like how some goofy-ass music kicks on every time an enemy comes.
The twins' motorcycle had left tracks in the mud. I recognized the tread pattern immediately, thanks to my famously keen perception. The tracks would lead me right to my writer and his kidnapper. I felt like the detective from my writer's books, solving the case with my wits. All I needed now was an unlimited supply of black coffee and crippling emotional trauma caused by the untimely death of my spouse.
Ay, ay, ay.
more haters. My gun up. They're all being very rude.
These bugs are morons!
Are there more? Music's still going.
Oopsies! Can't forget the bullets. Don't get between me and my writer.
I guess this is my first time going into the butthole authenticator. I could probably heal. Oh wow, that's like a full heal. Amazing.
My fitness this morning, so don't mess with me.
Pistachios.
Why hadn't my writer ever told me he had a semi-evil twin brother? He must be waiting until our third or fourth date, surrounded by candles, so he could reveal this vulnerable chapter from the dramatic story of his emotionally troubled past. Oh, that man has more layers than a croissant.
I'm kind of glad we did this one last, because this one is just fun and completely unserious.
I couldn't let these monsters continue to plague my dear writer with their negativity. I would treat them the same way I treat trolls on my fan site, but this time, I was banning them from life.
All the tears of all the angels in heaven were falling over this city. She wore the rain like a funeral shroud. She was in sad state, this city of mine. But she was still mine. The filthy prison I called home. I was here for a reason. Joe Bullets Capone. He was inside drinking champagne and throwing around his dirty money while I stood in the rain smoking a soggy cigarette. But that didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was I knew Bullets had a bad night coming his way, and he had no clue. He made me wait for it, though. My pack of cigarettes was long gone by the time Bullets staggered out the back door. I detached myself from the shadows, stepped up right beside that pathetic excuse for a man. Long time, Joe. Bullets looked up. His booze-soaked grin twisted into something less friendly. You. He reached for the pistol under his jacket. A 6-shooter with slugs big as my cigarette stubs. I'd done my homework. He barely had the piece out of its holster before I was on him. I wrestled it out of his hands, tossed it behind a dumpster. Bullets didn't like that. Gave me one right in the gut. Wind rushed out of my lungs like a soul leaving a body. Through my wheezing, I could make out the slap of boots against water. Bullets was legging it. Had to get after him. Couldn't lose him. Not when I was so close. He had info I needed. The address of the last stop for this train called Revenge. So I sucked in whatever air I could and took off after him, through the twisting maze of alleyways. 2 rats, but only 1 cheese. I pulled out my revolver. I was playing for keeps. Don't make this hard, Joe. I caught up to him as he was dropping down the other side of a chain-link fence. He sneered, teeth like rows of gray tombstones. He thought he was escaping. He thought he was safe. My body slammed against the fence like a bird against a window. I clutched the thin metal, scrambled over it, the jagged ends of wire ripping through the sleeves of my leather coat and biting into skin. The pain was welcome. Oops. I dropped down in the alley and ran like a panther. At every blind corner, I expected a trash can lid to the face. None came. Maybe bullets hadn't liked what he saw in my eyes as I climbed that fence. I bet he wasn't smiling now. Then I had him. A trapped rat trying and failing to wrench a locked door off its hinges. I leveled my gun at him. You know what I want, Joe. Bullets let go of the door handle. Hands up as they'd go. Oh, hands as up as they'd go, beseeching a higher power not to cast him down. Come on, man. Ain't gonna bring your wife back. Can't hurt to try. Talk. Yeah, sure thing. Sure. Bullets lunged for his ankle. A crack of lightning from my hand, and he was down in the gutter, clutching his belly. I walked over, calm as snow. I stood over him, watched his putrid blood mingle with the rivers of rainwater. You talk. I call an ambulance. His words were having a hard time getting through the pain. You're insane, man. Insane. I raised my gun level with his eyes. Try again. Okay. You want the big man, yeah? I know where you can find him. Blood pounded in my ears like war drums. All the killing, the sleepless nights, the booze, the countless cigarettes I smoked while ghouls swirled around me. It was all for this. The drums got louder. Bullets caught his breath, straining against the pain. Then he spilled his guts. My #1 fan, if I don't make it, then I just want you to know that... No, I can't say it. Curse my cripplingly sensitive artistic nature. I left the alley. Told a waiter on the curb that a guy had been shot. Didn't care what he did with that information. I had what I needed.
My #1 fan. If I don't make it, then I just want you to know that No. I can't say it. Curse my cripplingly sensitive artistic nature.
But I love you because you're sensitive. Just hold on.
I wonder if there were others of these that I missed along the way here. Because I have kind of just been following the bike path. And there was something else that I did pass, but there wasn't anything to it, I don't think. Was there? I feel obligated to backtrack real quick and just see. Nothing jumping out at me. mean, if we're going to get more voice lines and stuff, I really want to make sure that I get them. She doesn't have a flashlight, but I can't go in there. It doesn't seem like we missed anything. I mean, she has an automatic shotgun. What are bears gonna do? Okay, so that's where we got that.
The motorcycle tracks ended at a cabin. Was my rider inside?
Hello? Isn't anyone gonna rescue this poor little rider? Hello? Is anybody there? I'm just a frail rider and I require aid.
He's inside.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Joy! We can finally be together and sit through big poetry readings and drink $18 cocktails and have high tea with the Queen.
Wait a minute. My rider only drinks coffee. 2 sugars, no milk. I keep all the mugs.
Okay. No more tricks. I'll be waiting upstairs.
What the fuck?
Running with wolves seems like a dangerous hobby.
Becoming the alpha. Everything you need to know to lead your wolf pack like a true alpha. TJ Wolf.
I guess riding doesn't run in the family.
Brothers. The moon can only shine when the sun is gone. The night can only come when the day is done. Can the sea ever meet the ocean?
Where are you?
I was never upstairs. I lied when I said there were no more tricks.
Ooh, you're starting to piss me off, mister. Where is my rider?
I'm just having a little fun. Let's chat down at the beach. It's just out the back.
First, he kidnaps my rider. Then he calls him a tea drinker. He had crossed the line. I was going to go to that beach and give this jerk the scolding of a lifetime.
Torture ideas for Hack Brother. Number 1, car battery. Solid potential. Number 2, pulling fingernails. Too messy. Number 3, the bell. Where do I get a bell? Number 4, blunt spoon. Nice and simple. Number 5, dismantle typewriters. A+ psychological damage.
The twin said he was down at
Number
the
6, gasoline/fire. Fire might burn my cabin down. Maybe overcomplicating this? Do you need one here? And here? And here? I don't know why that tickles me so much, but it does. There was a guy my uncle knew that went bear hunting and was carrying a .45 caliber pistol because he thought it would be more cool than the rifle the guide recommended him. They ended up stumbling upon a bear, and the guy managed to shoot the bear between the eyes. They drained the blood and skinned it, and only later they found that the bullet didn't penetrate the skull. The .45 cal just knocked it out. Wow, well, it's a good thing, it's a good thing they got the skin off. I don't know what to say.
Hey, me and my bike were just enjoying the view.
Fucking fuck.
Where is my rider?
What do you even see in that crybaby? He's boring, he dresses like a nerd,
Shut your mouth! He is a stylish intellectual who is in touch with his feelings.
You're starting to cramp my style, babe. And I'm not telling you where he is.
What did he ever do to you?
I, already told you that? At the boatyard? I feel overshadowed by success, like he's taking everything I can compete.
Oh, right. I remember now. It's a self-confidence thing.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that.
You are going to tell me where he is, or else.
Or else what, babe?
You asked for it. You're rude, you have no manners, your too cool to care attitude is attractive initially, but drives people away after they realize you're emotionally incapable of letting your walls down to reveal that you are a vulnerable human being just like everybody else. You are trying way too hard with that outfit.
No, stop! I don't like being seen! Listen, I never had your precious writer. I was just keeping you distracted while my army of haters storms this mansion. Now the love of your life is doomed. Doomed!
He tricked me, even with my famously keen perception. I ate my spinach this morning, so don't mess with me. Don't me and my my rider's mansion as fast as my chunky kitten heels would take me. Oh, very good. I'm fresh out of bullets.
Yeah. Anonymous, thank you for that gift. Yeah. Anonymous, thank you for the 3 months gift subs to Citrine Dreams and Shaped Drifter.
My gun's hungry.
Oh no.
I knew you, my #1 fan, would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery. But I knew your heart would never waver. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
My rider believed in me. We were kindred spirits. We fit together like a bicycle chain and that spiky wheel thing the chain fits into. We were connected by love and destiny. He was meant to be mine, always and forever. There was no time to lose. I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature from these evil haters. The fate of all art rested on my shoulders. The stakes had never been higher.
If I have to stop you myself, I will. Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Whoa. What the?
I need to fill my gun up.
Go ahead. Finish me off.
I'm not going to kill you. You're my darling writer's brother.
You really do love him, huh? I guess I never even had a chance. I was just jealous of his talent, his money, his velvety hair. But mostly, that he's got the love of somebody as amazing as you.
Oh, you silly werewolf. You could have all those things too. You just need to stop wanting to be him and start wanting to be you.
Your words have shown me that it wasn't my brother I hated. It was myself. Oh, what have I done? Those haters will tear him apart, and it's all my fault. Please, go save him.
Oh, I intend to. So don't mess with me. Did someone order a reckoning? Total. Can't forget the bullets. You're all being very rude. Like his boss.
Oh, I was like, what is this weird, like, bunch of bananas? It's this guy's hand.
My gun's hungry. Don't mess with me. Oh, hold on. I need to fill my gun up.
A Stephen King knockoff.
Can't forget the bullets. That writer isn't going to...
Kiss himself.
And there he was. After all the fighting, we were finally alone. Together. Our love was written in the stars. And so we danced like two spinning planets that would eventually crash into each other in a dazzling display of flames and rocks and other planet stuff. He told me all the sweet things I'd been waiting a lifetime to hear. I saw myself reflected in his eyes. I would always be at his side, to inspire and protect him. He needed me, now and forever. After all, I am his #1 fan.
Oh, yeah. There's some bad tearing there. I'm sorry.
A fan and the object
Is that happening the whole
joy
time?
come together against a world trying to keep them apart. A happy ending for some. But is happiness, like beauty, all in the eye of the beholder? Where is the line between fandom and fixation? one can never tell in Night Springs.
And now we get to hear the cool song again.
Space invader, looking cute in a human suit. Secret agents with the down race they shoot. Psychic powers, hypnotize a magic fruit. Strange machines, weird mysteries. We got freaky fantasies. In Night Springs, like a killer on the run. Yeah, in Night Springs, I done the black hole sun. 'Cause in Night Springs, we're just looking for the thrill.
Get that piss out. Anonymous, thank you for the 3-month gift sub to Azrael. Get that piss out. Anonymous, thank you for the 3-month gift sub to Ultimamad. Ultimamad? This song is basically perfect. I love listening to it every time. It's just the singing is really, really well done. And the lyrics are really good.
Chasing the murder cult made me feel like I was caught in a loop.
Huh?
Every time I thought I was getting closer, things shifted around.
What's this?
And I realized I was further away than ever before. Instead of answers, I only got more questions. The name of the cult and the masks
I can grant you 3 wishes if you feed me a baked apple.
The deeper into the dark depths I got,
Mossy, thank you for the gift
the layers
subs.
of this case.
I guess
The
we only needed
ocean
one ball,
zones
right?
From twilight to midnight to abyssal to the
Azrael,
deepest
thank you for the gift sub.
The closer I felt to going mad.
Damn, he died? That fucking sucks. Jeez. Rip Casey. Oh, no. Okay, I need to load my my most recent save. Guess it would be this. 27 hours, 38 minutes. Yeah. It was, yeah, it was me just making fun of Koroks and their bullshit. Okay, now let's do this.
What happened at the lake house?
Right. You've seen firsthand how complicated and messy the FBC's cases are. But this story should help you learn that things can always get weirder. This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8... Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we
Not
detected
anymore.
a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmonts.
I like this already.
So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Go away, no-name NPCs. Jesus. Amazing.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything, radio me.
Okay, we have pistol, batteries, not much.
The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
This looks weird and I like it.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No?
Okay, well, it was definitely going in the report.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife,
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid,
wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Yeah, that seems healthy.
$75-inch? No. No. I like how this is kind of a weird mimicry of the oldest house. Dr. Marmont here to remind you to put in 100% effort today. Urgent reminder, lake safety protocols. Please remember that the following recreational activities are forbidden in the waters of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FBC employees. Fishing, redacted. Swimming, boating, applies to canoes, kayaks, motorized boats, etc. Using the water for redacted purposes. Water skiing, redacted in the water. Paddleboarding. These activities can result in redacted in an estimated redacted % of cases. If you are unclear about any of the restrictions listed above, please speak with redacted. Date redacted. Security report. Local rumors. Background. A recent security operation was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls and Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. Summary. The following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. The local public appeared to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction, as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to, quote, volcanic gases. However, there is a specific rumor among the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists, taking people for experimentation. This rumor seems particularly popular among the local youth, and its proximity to the truth is cause for concern. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity, or possibly even aggression. It is possible this is even the reason for the lake house's security breach back in Redacted. Action to be taken. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. If the rumors continue, disseminating a cover story may be required, perhaps even fabricated signage for a, quote, American Volcano Commission type institution. If this is going to provide us like a whole shitload of dumb stuff to read, I am here for it. And any unaccompanied artist must be reported to security immediately. Security, safety, censorship. Remember the 3 S's. There's a lot of stuff arranged in little circles like our rhyme experiments. Do you want me to become one of those SCP reader channels? 14th of July, 2023, from Ava Ramani to FBC personnel. Subject: status update regarding oldest house. To all staff, on-site observation teams report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of Director Trench, management team, and all other personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initialization remains unknown. Observation teams have detected fluctuations in the redacted field originating from the oldest house as of redacted, increasing in strength as it loops through a specific pattern every redacted hours. These readings are currently being analyzed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to this signal should contact them immediately. Sincerely, Ava Ramani, Supervisory Agent. Yeah, I've, is Scary Interesting the one that has, like, 1 million cave diving videos? Because I was on a kick for a while there, of just all of those videos. Remember when I had that moment where I was talking about, or wondering about, like, cave diving horror games? It was because of Scary Interesting.
That's handy.
The lake house.
An experiment. That bodes well.
Experiment in progress. The Lake House Daily. Good news. HQ still dark. Pie was good. More pie for the rest of us. We have coffee. Deerfest this week. Bad news. HQ still dark. Nut allergy bad. No Ama beer. It's good. Tried it. The artist is... Someone stole the black whiteboard marker. All vacation time canceled. Oh, come on. You're not going to give me a video to watch? Don't touch. Don't touch. Daily stand-ups. Do not contaminate the lake house with unrelated art. Figurines, ornaments, decorations, and other trinkets are forbidden on employee desks. This is contraband. IFA! Thank you for the biddies.
It's locked.
Office of Co-Head of Research.
Dr. Marmont's not here.
Dr. Jules Marmont.
Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Barrows University. On the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in them, the trustees of Barrows University have conferred on Jules Francis Marmont the degree of Doctor of Applied Science, and is entitled to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. William Devereaux, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Paul Jensen, Dean of Barrows University.
They must all be working on the lower levels.
Federal Bureau of Control Special Service Certificate. This exceptional contribution certificate is awarded to Jules Francis Marmont in grateful recognition of his outstanding contributions to the Bureau's scientific endeavors. Caspar Darling, Head of Research. Notice of appointment from Dr. Caspar Darling, Head of Research, to Dr. Jules Marmont. Subject: appointment as facility head. The senior leadership of the Federal Bureau of Control has determined to appoint Dr. Jules Marmont as head of research at the facility at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The appointment will be shared with Diana Marmont, effective upon the facility's completion on July 18th. Zachariah Trench, Bureau Director. Caspar Darling, Bureau Head of Research. To my new fellow head of the lake house. Love, Diana. This rocks.
Changing passwords, huh?
From Security and Technical Support Division to all departments. Subject: update to computer password reset policy. Effective September 13th, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. Whoa. We are aware that this may be an inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Please also remember that for the time being, passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Thank you for your compliance. September 14th, 2023, Thursday. Science fact of the day. Though most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency-hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38. Replacement keycard request form. Please fill out the fields below before delivering the form to security. A new keycard will be issued to you once your request is processed. Name: Jules Marmont. Position: co-head of research. Required clearance: the highest one. I forget what it is called. Reason for replacement: my old card went missing. Indicate here if your card was stolen. How would I know if it is stolen or lost? Why do you not put microchips inside to follow them if you are so concerned with this? I am the head of research and I expect a new card on my desk by the end of the workday. April 18th, 2020. Research profile. Regarding subject P. Summary. Through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. The paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. This effect has been proven multiple times and has an estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at this time, as the nature of the paintings and their paranatural effect has been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion. The subject is suspected to be a Class II para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates, but the extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. Right. So a standard set of digits for the first half, and definitely not today's date for the last half. Right? I'm sure all of the answers are right here in front of us. Uh, 38 is probably part of this. A permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Or maybe this is actually tough. There are other things here. I mean, there's all this about our boy. He's obviously very narcissistic. No numbers here, though. July 18th. So, 718 maybe? 718? Well, what are the numbers that wouldn't change? Or maybe that's a number that wouldn't change. 718. It did say max 6, yeah. Maybe 718, 38? No, it wants 6. There's no way to enter from here.
Nope.
I am a genius. Annual budget from H. Kingston to Dr. Marmot, Diane Marmot, D. Marmot, and J. Marmot. Good morning. A friendly reminder that proposed annual budgets need to be sent out by the end of this month. Every station is being asked to give a thorough breakdown this year in an effort to find areas where spending can be reduced. Should I book a time for us to speak about this and make a plan? All the best, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. From D. Marmont. I am too busy to attend meetings. Just use the budget from last year, but make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is to go toward Project Arbitus, so certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their competition by stealing resources. From J. Marmont. I apologize for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I believe she is suggesting that I would take her project's budget. An unfair and preposterous accusation, though I am confident you understand that. I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. It is, of course, the head of research's job to oversee such work. Maybe Diana is no longer up to the task. Sincerely, Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. From D. Marmont. Go fuck yourself, Jules. From H. Kingston. So, does next Wednesday work? Page's request. From P. Levine to J. Marmont. Dr. Marmont, Project Arbitus has officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Ramnus, and they are shared research materials, so can I release them back to Arbitus? Sincerely, Dr. Perry Levine, Senior Researcher. Security reminder from B. Lopez to staff. Hello, please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve our facility's security if you leave your computer open. Thank you. Brian Lopez, IT Specialist. Power core transport and handling techniques. The Federal Bureau of Control is aware of the size and weight of power cores. Despite this issue, power cores will continue to be used in FBC facilities due to their efficacy as a para-resistant energy source. This decision has been made for the safety and security of FBC personnel. To prevent injury, follow these guidelines when handling power cores. Use 2 hands to lift and carry power cores. Bend your back, hips, and knees slightly when beginning to lift. Avoid twisting your back while carrying. Keep power core close to your waist while carrying. Keep your head up while carrying with eyes forward. Move smoothly while carrying. Place power core on the ground before adjusting grip. The dangers of doodling. Please remember that any unauthorized art can skew the results of ongoing research. The following types of recreational creativity are forbidden. Doodling. Rhythmic drumming with pencil, fingers, or other makeshift percussion instruments. Stacking office supplies into sculpture-like arrangements. Dancing. Humming. Level-wide lockdown protocol and procedures. 1. When apricot-grade security threat is detected on a sublevel, the entire floor will enter lockdown. 2. During lockdown, all staff must shelter in place while threat is removed, contained, or otherwise disposed of. 3. During lockdown, doors will automatically close and lock, preventing the spread of dangerous material or unrestrained entities. Please refrain from tampering with lockdown doors or propping them open. This policy is in place for your safety. 4. Once lockdown is lifted, staff will be given verbal instruction regarding further safety requirements. Cute cat pictures.
This should come in handy.
Wait. Oh, I had to do this. I did some cool side thing, but I had to do this.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts.
Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to. Oh, shit!
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5.
Whoa.
Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Holy shit. Oh.
Belay that order.
Shit, where's the fucking elevator?
Okay.
Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake is not smart.
That was spooky as shit.
What the fuck was that?
So it seems like they've been doing some art. I'm gonna walk towards the nice green light. Research order. As the lake house continues to make progress towards its goal, various avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes, directed by Dr. and Dr. Marmont, led by Dr. Campbell, as an art form has shown viability in its ability to connect with the Cauldron Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by the co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across the lake house, effective immediately. Research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of the nursery rhymes into their own work. Note: Dr. Campbell and his team are being reassigned. They will continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the lake house. Any exposure risks related to performing confidential work outside the facility's premises have been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research. Signed, Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research, Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. March 10th, 2023. Threshold Linking Experiment Progress Report by Dr. Jules Marmont. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of the redacted continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in such a way that achieves our goals were unsuccessful. However, this result allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that the threshold's energies, and thus its reality-altering effect, are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant level of, quote, emotion. This is supported by a clear trend in the data we have gathered over the years. If we can identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art. For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P. While no pieces of his have yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the redacted pages, his proven status as a para-utilitarian makes his work the most suitable research material. Refer to file F2-153821 for full report. Yeah, they really walked into the torment nexus with this one, seems like. You know, this probably wouldn't be so bad without the fucking violins. But those violins are really scaring the shit out of me right now, I will say. Let's do up a little manual save here. Yes, my darling.
Dr. Darling?
Aw. It says aw behind him. Oh, you did that. Thank you for the biddies. I think.
Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power.
Uh-huh. I guess the power is over there. And I'm sure that if that video played out fully, it would be Dr. Darling saying, "Don't turn the power back on. Whatever you do, don't do that." I gotta say, I'm pretty spooked up by this right now. The paintings everywhere and their chaotic appearance is really bad vibes.
Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Okay, I just need a core. No problem. I think you all better buckle your pants.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
Oh.
Can't open it from the side. Jules's key card could be useful.
Progress update number 6. Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a lot of black rock. Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Next steps, weapon tests using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send schematics to offsite teams. Could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up more applications for black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at the OH who had tons of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name. Installing power cores. Pick up power core. Align power core with receiving socket. Insert power core.
I wish they'd make these things lighter. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. identify the source of the event, and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
Ignore the noises. Ignore the noises. Sid, thank you for the minis.
At least the elevator's back.
We didn't get a lot lighter in here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't like that. I don't like that. One little bit. No siree.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Doctors Marmont? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's very, very exciting. Non-physical forces impacting. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but if that would, maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
Awesome.
The Lake House's research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. Playing with paranatural forces, it never goes well, Saga. This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake.
Well, I thought that was going to do something good, like turn on all the lights. But it only does things that I don't like. This is very scary, this. Oh, what a beautiful, well-lit room this is. I like this. What a good, nice, and bright room. There's nothing for it. We have to go out there. Oh, I can access the computers now? The worst part at the moment is not knowing. So I'm going to close the door. We're going to continue not knowing. And we're going to see what's on the computers. Security reminder. B. Lopez. Oh, yeah, we saw that. Pie Day from J. Marmon. To staff. Hello. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I have brought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner you all seem to love so much. The members of Project Romnus can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All other staff should visit the other Dr. Marmon's office to see if she brought pie. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Happy fall. Dr. Jules Marmot, co-head of research. Sensitivity reminder. H. Kingston, to staff. Hello. A gentle reminder that nut allergies are a serious health issue, and making light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and should be avoided for everyone's safety. Thank you. Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. Page's request from J. Marmon to P. Levine. Harry, do not release any of those pages. Tell Diana and those fools on Project Arbitus that we misplaced them. An unfortunate filing accident. Tell them we are confident the pages will resurface in 2 or 3 weeks, but we are too busy making progress to look for them right now. Be sure you say that we are making progress, just as I wrote it above. Regards, Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. Foxmore, they were the bits? Attention, missing Black Rock. From J. Marmont to staff. Attention all staff. There's a significant amount of Black Rock missing from sublevel 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we will fix the problem. Black Rock is a precious material. We only have so much of it now with the oldest house being closed. Okay, well, I stalled as long as I can now. I must, unfortunately, face this room again. This room that I hate a lot. That's making really unpleasant audio at me. What? Whoa.
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. It never fucking works.
Okay, so here's the thing. Gun and flashlight do not work, and I don't like those. Those are bad. What the fuck?
Need a higher clearance key card.
Okay. The elevator's over here. I don't actually know if that door was blocked or not. Shit. Let's just take the elevator, maybe.
What the fuck were those things?
I think we would have to come back for it, Beer.
6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths.
Maybe.
Then get to work.
Maybe not.
Find the source, collapse the threshold. Now where am I? What is that?
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand?
Well, I'll be damned.
So what kind of entity are you?
Uh-huh.
You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 painting shoes corrode.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps.
Man, this shit is insane. It's amazing that this is a DLC. So I can still go back. But my suspicion at the moment is that the keycard I need for the special weapon is not on the first floor. But I didn't very well explore the sort of main open area because it was too scary.
Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card.
I'm great. Well, I'm
Something
very good.
different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty Sunday.
Digicamon, thank you for 75 months.
Sublevel 3.
I do love this fucking sub-story, though. Because they set it up really well. And the idea of them just going... They went too far. They went too far. But also there were these extenuating circumstances. The setup of it being...
They did M, but only around my balls.
Driven by emotion. Emerlin, thank you for 113 months. I don't think I've heard that one before. I think that one was new. And you had this growing hatred between the two Marmonts. And then clearly they have... the fuck is this soundtrack? Oh my god. This is too scary, man. This whole thing. March 24th, 2022. Refinement process. Regarding ATD output and calibration. The automated typing device, ATD, will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known para-utilitarian, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria. 1. Comprehensibility. This is the most basic of criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. 2. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. 3. Tone. The page must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. 4. Content. The page must accurately mimic the typical content of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near-identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link the Shadow's power. Ay, ay, ay. I think I know what we were looking at there in that giant room then. Is that 1,000 typewriters? Is that something along those lines?
1, 2, and 3. Thank you, Tim NZ.
Tim NZ, thank you for 133 months.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Goddamn. Words per sentence. WPS. Max 12. Min 1. Average 6.71. Is co-heads one word or two? Style. Contains dialogue. Clipped phrasing. Third person. Omniscient. Broad timeline. Story concepts. Marmonts. Diana. Jules. FBC. Lake House. Conflict. Water. Dark. This is very concerning.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmots. For himself.
Style, character-centric, Lane, past tense. Clipped phrasing, higher adjective usage, focused timeline. Story concepts, Rudolph Lane, paint, odor, Marmots, hate, conflict. This is bad. I feel like this music is coming to get me, man. Jesus. It's so intense. March 6th, 2023. Organizational update. Moving forward, research at the Lake House will be divided into two distinct projects. Project X 10032AW, codename Arbitus, will focus on studying the writing of Redacted with Dr. Diana Marmont serving as project director. Project C43210RL, codenamed Romnus, will focus on studying Redacted and his work, with Dr. Jules Marmont serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during this reorganization. This is a confidential facility matter and is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the Lake House directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
Oh no. Oh no, not them. Do not copy Wake manuscript pages.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. It was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art.
9/12/2023. Project Arbitus. Initial findings report. Regarding Edward Franklin Booker. Born in New York, New York. Currently resides in New York, New York. Married to Tamitha Booker.
The Marmonts
Or Tamitha
let the
Booker.
lake in,
Tamitha Booker.
but the water could not flow.
No known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found.
The truth was
Located in
controlled
Bright
here.
Falls,
The art
Washington
was
as
not
of
art,
9/10,
just content for the
2023.
experiment.
Writer and director of 5 stage plays, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist. Designation author, playwright. Disclaimer. Background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous.
It became trapped, stagnant.
9/12/2023, Project Arbutus. Initial findings report regarding Tamitha Madison Booker. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, currently resides in New York, New York. Married to Edwin Franklin Booker. No known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found. Located in Bright Falls, Washington as of 9/10/2023. Author of 3 commercially successful true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, unsuccessful.
The truth was controlled.
Holy shit, is this...
Art was not art, just content.
Is this what's her name from D? Confirmed artist. Designation author, poet. Disclaimer. Background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction.
There was a crack.
As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous.
It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here.
God damn. God damn, god damn. It is that time, so I am going to wrap up, but before I do that, I am going to stick my face through this door real quick, because I'm just too curious not to. I'm too curious.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news.
Good God. Holy fucking shit. The fact that they just dropped that on you in this point in the game, because I mean, once this came out, I guess they decided, this seems like a good point to put it in the game. Holy shit. Yeah, it feels very much like Control 1.5. It has all of the look and the feel. It's also way scarier than Alan Wake 2. No, I haven't finished either side. I haven't finished Alan's or Saga's. I switched off of Alan before going to the theater. And we went back to Saga. And with Saga, I made my way back from the nursing home. Went to the sheriff's department. Met Scratch. Yeah, so then I am now doing the DLC where it was inserted diegetically. I don't know if that's the right term for that. Chronologically, I guess, where they decided to put it. I have not finished the game. My God, though. That's the most I've been, like, intimidated by a game setting up the atmosphere for a while. That fucking soundtrack there. Holy shit. I like it a lot, but it is... Yeah, it's oppressive is a good word for it. It just really sets the stage for something fucking horrific. It's making my mind go wild just imagining what I'm in for. Very much the contrast to Rose's story. Very, very, very different. I like that too for what it was, though. At any rate, that's going to do it for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow for Sunday Gun Day, and then we will be returning to Alan Wake 2 on Monday night. What a time to have a whole day gap between, but all the more to look forward to. Until next time,